This weekend was opening weekend for the youngsters of the ALPENA Babe Ruth League. Saturday marked the annual opening day parade, and Mother Nature somewhat cooperated as the skies began to clear up as the teams made their way through town. And every baseball and softball team braved the elements early Saturday morning and marched their way through the town through McCray Park. It was a tremendous showing by the town, with supporters lining the streets cheering on possibly the next ace or star hitter for the Tigers or the University of Michigan softball team. Kudos should be given to the support staff and volunteers who showed up very early Saturday morning to prep the fields and set up for the parade in the pouring rain. There were 30 games scheduled for this weekend, and it couldn't have gone on without them. I had an opportunity to speak with Ladies Auxiliary Committee member Jamie Cahoon, who couldn't have been more excited for the ball players and the staff.
I think opening day is a really exciting day for the kids. I was just down there dropping off my kids, and the kids are throwing balls around, getting excited to walk. I think just the beginning of opening day itself, the anticipation, the practices have been going on all week long after a late start of the spring getting here. And it's just finally here. All the hard work and dedication everybody's put into it, and the kids are ready to play ball. There has been so much dedication and time with volunteers throughout the community that we have added a lot of new additions out at the complex, and just to see the public embrace everything and come in and enjoy the ball season and all the kids and the excitement is just exciting for all of us. It finally pays off.
Over the weekend, ALPENA Sports hosted its 33rd annual Sports Hall of Fame dinner at the Aplex. 4 members were inducted in this year's class, including former ALPENA High School basketball and track coach Dick Dennis, multi-sport athlete at ALPENA High School Bruce Mishley, golfer and bowler Dave Karshnick, and hunter Bob Scoos. Each member of this year's class spoke about how special this moment was for them to be forever recognized by the ALPENA sports community. 166 nominees have been selected into the Hall of Fame. Saturday evening's class was inducted from a selection of over 16 qualified candidates. The University of Michigan completed their 3-game series sweep of Rutgers with a 12-5 victory. Carmen Benedetti was 3 for 5 on the afternoon for the Wolverines. Michigan is now 34-12 on the season. Michigan State also came away with a victory Sunday afternoon by defeating Nebraska 4-2. Marty Basheen was 4 for 4 on the afternoon. State will go for the series victory against Nebraska on Monday afternoon. And it's been no secret of late, the Detroit Tigers have been struggling. They've been inconsistent to start the season. After beginning the season 6-2, Detroit has lost 10 of their last 16 games, including 5 in a row coming into play Sunday. On the mound Sunday for Detroit, looking to end the losing skid, was Justin Verlander. And the Tigers donning the pink on Sunday in honor of Mother's Day, and Justin Verlander brought his A game Sunday afternoon. Here, early in the ball game, Verlander gets Prince Fielder swinging on the filthy change piece. Then Delino DeShields grabs some pine. Later, Verlander's going to sneak a piece of cheese past Rougned Odor for the strikeout. Verlander pitches 7 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts. The Tigers will provide Verlander with a little run support. Bottom 3 runners on first and second when Miguel Cabrera lines this ball deep down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It'll hop into the stands for a ground rule double. 1 run will score, and the Tigers are up 1-0. We jump ahead to the top of the 8th. Detroit is up 2-0 when their bullpen implodes. Men on the quarters when Adrian Beltre lines this pitch into center field. That'll play to run, and it's now a 2-1 game. Later in the inning, Ian Desmond lines this ball to right field. J.D. Martinez will make the grab. Here's his throw to the plate, and it is not in time as the runner scores. We are all tied at 2. The marathon 8th inning would continue after a walk and a hit batsman. The ex-Tiger, Bobby Wilson, enters the launching pad, and in the words of Dave Niehaus, you can bust out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. Wilson's first career grand slam. The Rangers lead 6-2. Not to be outdone, the very next batter, Delino DeShields, crushes this one deep to left. It's back-to-back Jimmy Jacks for the Rangers. The Rangers put up 7 runs in the 8th inning. The Tigers' bullpen blows a tremendous start from Justin Verlander as Detroit loses their 6th straight game. The Tigers open up a 7-game road trip Monday in Washington against the Nationals. And on Saturday afternoon, in front of over 160,000 fans, the horse named Nyquist won the Kentucky Derby. But here's where it gets good. Nyquist was named after Red Wings star Gustav Nyquist, as his owner, J. Paul Radam, is a big Red Wings fan. On Sunday, the actual Red Wings players took to Twitter and reacted to Nyquist's victory. And take a look there. Here's some of their reaction. First, it was Dylan Larkin, and he tweeted it out, and he had a little humor behind this one as he pokes fun of Gustav Nyquist and Andreas Athanasiou. Of course, his message was retweeted by several players. Then the Red Wings themselves got in on the act, posting this message and picture of the horse and the player. And finally, the namesake Gustav Nyquist got in on the act. He congratulated the horse and essentially himself for winning the Kentucky Derby. So a little humor from the Red Wings. and their players as they enjoyed the success of Nyquist at the
Awesome.
Kentucky Derby. So a little fun thing. We end there with sports this time.
Great.
Hopefully now the Tigers will have a little fun and go to Washington and finally get a win because they're
Beat those
struggling here.
Nationals. Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully they get it.
Coming up on WBK.